Hello, YouTube. This is your girl, Karmika Boom, broadcasting live from out here in these streets. How are you all doing today? I hope that all of you all are doing well this Friday. Today, I want to talk about how to survive these two-faced folk and these workplace bullies. Do you all know anything about two-faced folk and workplace bullies? I do. And I am sick of their motherfucking asses. And it's very unfortunate that we have to deal with them. So, since we have to deal with them, let's talk about their awful asses, okay? So, Carmen Kaboom is dealing with a cold. I'm thinking it might be turning into the flu, but I'm not going to speak it because our words do have power. So, in the meantime, if I have to cough, just please overlook it and act like you didn't hear it. And I'll just get through it the best that I can. I felt so weak this morning, but God has made me strong. So I'm not going to give in to the cold demons. I'm just going to speak health and strength into my existence. So I'm hoping that you all don't have any colds or flus or anything. And I'm just looking forward to the spring. I really am. And thank God that it's not worse. It could always be worse. So happy Friday to all of my wonderful subscribers out there in these live stream streets. So I see that we have some new subscribers, and welcome to my channel. And I hope that you all are real subscribers and not some of these awful motherfuckers who I've blocked in the past and coming back incognito under a new fake username. But if you are, I will find you out eventually and block you all over again. So let me put you on notice that if you are a troll, I will find you out and I will block you all over again. So it's best that you just be quiet and don't post anything. Don't let me find you out. Because one thing about the trolls, they always have a way of saying the same stupid shit over and over and over again. And some of those trolls here on YouTube, they are the worst bullies. The worst. And they need some help. So, since they can't get run over by a doo-doo truck, I don't know why. I don't know why the garbage truck doesn't pick them up. I just have to keep blocking them like a linebacker over and over again. So, anyway, enough about that trash. Enough about those trash individuals. Some of them are bullies. Some of these YouTube trolls are the worst bullies. But none of them, or some of them might be homosexuals, disgrown homosexuals, and trannies. And one thing that I've learned is that there is nothing worse than a homosexual bully and a tranny bully. And I have two of each on my little part time job that I'm working right now. And for some reason, even on the internet, as well as on these jobs, for some reason, there seems to be a policy, an unwritten policy that says that the homosexual bully and the tranny bullies, they can bully us heterosexuals, but us heterosexuals can't bully them. And I do not agree with it. What's good for the goose ought to be good for the gander too. That's how I was raised. So if you can bully a heterosexual tranny and homosexual, you ought to be able to take it too. And I'm so sick of this tranny bully. on this little part-time job. I'm so sick of him, her, and he looks like Aunt Esther's nephew, but he thinks he looks better than Beyonce. I've heard him say it time and time again. He's so full of delusion and confusion. And it's going to take someone like me to tell him that he looks like Aunt Esther's nephew. And it will crush him, it will hurt his heart. But it's better that someone like me to tell him the truth than have people out there posing as his fake friends to keep lying to him and have him walking around these streets in this confused state. Somebody needs to tell him that he looks like a bull, okay? And I'm the person to tell him. And all I need is the right set of circumstances. And he's that close for me to telling him. I'm really, really close to telling him. So, anyway, let me back up on and talk about something else right quick. Um, do y'all know that there is such a great feeling when you get up and have to pee? You know how you suppress your pee? I'm one of those people who suppresses my pee. And I can't stand getting up early in the morning to pee. Oh, it's such an inconvenience. And I love to drink tea before I go to bed. I know I don't need to do it, but I love to do it. A lot of y'all like to suck dick, contaminated dick. You should not do it, but you love doing it. I've heard it seen you say it. So a lot of us struggle with things that we shouldn't do, and I'm one of them. And I'm working on it, trying to not drink tea before I go to bed because I can't stand getting up. But the feeling when I empty my bladder, oh my God, it's almost like I'm having an orgasm. And I love to just sit there after I've peed. Am I the only one? Am I the only one that loves that feeling? Oh my God. I had that feeling this morning. I'm like, oh, the relief, you know? And if only we could get some of that type of feeling when we get rid of these bullies, when we have to beat the shit out of these bullies, because that's what it is. They're full of shit, and they need that shit beat out of them. So it is what it is. So no one talks about the adult bullies. Most of the time when people talk about bullies, most of the time they think of children. But do you know that adults can be bullies? What, Carmen Kaboom? Yes, adults can be bullies too. And a lot of children bullies oftentimes grow up to be adult bullies. I'm not kidding you. And I see so many adult bullies in the workplace, and I am sick of their asses. I am so sick of them. I can't stand to see them coming or going. And I wish they would get hit by a car on the way to work. Why won't they ever get hit by a fucking car or a truck or a van? Or an airplane could just land on top of their bully heads, or a dog could maul them to death on their way to work. I don't care how it happens, just get rid of them, God. Okay? So, anyway, and it seems like with all of these infected penises walking around these streets, seems like they would suck several of those and get rid of themselves. But why is it taking so long for AIDS to catch up with their throats? What is taking so long? Ah! But anyway, since we have to deal with them, let's talk about their asses. Okay, so when we deal with these, hello everybody in the chat, how are y'all doing today? So when we deal with these adult bullies in the workplace, what happens when we deal with them? What do we face? Okay, a lot of times we have to deal with anxiety. I know I have. You just think about having to go to work the next day and deal with the motherfuckers, and it's like, oh God, and then you want to call off of work, and then that stops your money. Well, sometimes it doesn't stop the money, but it significantly reduces your pay. So that is an adverse action of having to deal with these adult bullies. And then we get angry, we deal with anger issues. A lot of times we take it out on our spouse or our kids because we really want to fuck up that bully at work, but we don't want to go to jail. We don't want to get fired. We don't want to make the evening news. Excuse me. So we just have to deal with that shit the best that we can. And then we deal with fear. A lot of us may find ourselves afraid of the bully. And we bring those motherfuckers coffee, cake, cupcakes, donuts, everything we can think of to try to soothe the bully. But some of them motherfuckers, it's nothing that you can bring them that's ever enough to humble them. Nothing. So then we get depressed. We have to deal with depression and tension. A lot of tension is in the air at work when we have to deal with these overgrown bullies. We get nervous. We might get nervous around them. We feel despair, frustration, panic attacks, restless, and the list goes on and on and on, right? So, what is workplace bullying? Okay, let's find out what workplace bullying is. According to this article that I saw when I Googled this, it says workplace bullying is verbal aggression or insults, calling someone derogatory names, vandalizing personal belongings, sabotaging someone's work, spreading malicious gossip or rumors, engaging in harmful or offensive initiation practices, physical or verbal threats, making personal attacks based on someone's private life or personal traits, making aggressive or threatening gestures. So those are a few things. That's not all, but those are a few things that could substantiate workplace bullying. How much does workplace bullying cost you? Well, some people may think it may not cost you anything, but guess what? It can be very, very expensive because extra time off, including sick days, may cost up to $750. Extra copays if you have to go to the doctor, $60. Extra costs of seeing a psychologist, $350 maybe. Extra costs of new prescriptions, maybe $85. Extra gas for getting to the appointments, maybe $30. So that's about $1,275 right there. And then what if you have to pop a bully upside his head and punch him in his mouth? You're going to jail, so that may be $500 to $50,000 or more. And then you got to get an attorney. He may charge, as you know how they are, at least $5,000 to $100,000, depending on how bad you fuck the bully up. And then there's those awful court costs. You can't get around those. And that may start at $150 or more. So don't let an adult bully rob you of the joy in your life, okay? But we have to deal with the bullies, and we're going to talk about ways that we can deal with the workplace bullies, as well as these two-faced fuckers, okay? So, there's so many ways that we can beat these bullies at their bully game. But let me tell y'all something that I heard. Well, I think I'll wait. I think I'll wait and tell you that um, when I get finished talking about these awful bullies. Um, um, um. Okay, so let me tell you some more about the tranny at my little part-time job. So this tranny, The tranny, a lot of jobs, they form these little cliques. And I can't stand cliques. We had the cliques in high school, and so many insecure people, they keep it going all until their adulthood at the jobs, and they feel validated by being in a clique. And there's always that one clique leader, and if you can get the leader, you got the clique demolished. So the tranny at my job, my little part-time job, the tranny is the clique leader, and the whole clique is comprised basically of losers. All of them have the same common denominator. All of them are ugly. A lot of them are missing teeth, and they're losers. So that's what they all have in common. And truth be told, quiet as it's kept, all of them are really weak motherfuckers, but together they feel so empowered and strong. And it's mostly mouth, 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 mouth. But you know what? You could probably not even melt them and pour them on the person who they're trying to bully. And it makes me so sick to see how the supervisor and the manager, they just let the tranny and the trannies click just intimidate and bully and talk loud and all this awful stuff and threaten people on the job. And then they'll lie and say, oh, we're talking about a movie. Oh, we're talking about something that happened at such and such place. And they're lying. They're talking about people right there in the workplace who they want to fight. And don't y'all know one day last week, the tranny tried to stick his foot out and trip me? Yeah, they had put my bag on the floor. My bag was sitting in a chair. And I don't know if it's a tranny or the tranny's friend that put my bag on the floor because they wanted to sit their little bully butt in the chair that my bag was in. So they knew that was my bag. They knew it. And see, they do all this kind of stuff. Excuse me. They do all this kind of stuff to try to provoke me and make me mad. So I'll say something and then they'll take it to the next level and there's a fight. And see, they're really jealous of me. They hate me, and they're so threatened by me. If they weren't, they wouldn't do the things that they do. But I refuse to condense myself, water myself down to accommodate them as it relates to their insecurities. Do you know how long I had to pray and work up this much boldness and strength? And I refuse to let some random tranny who's insecure to come along and make me feel bad about my swag. I will not apologize for my swag. And that's their problem, not mine. They just got to deal with it. But every day the tranny has something to say. Every day. I get so sick of that tranny's mouth. And why won't it worry about all that facial hair and all of that ugly face and that horrible hair on his head and those ballerina shoes and those old woman clothes that looks like it came from the thrift store? Probably did. No offense to the people at the thrift store shopping. I love a good thrift find myself. But the tranny tries to portray itself as a bad bitch. What bad bitch wears old woman clothes? And I think the tranny is either in his 20s or 30s. Why does it wear old woman's clothes? I don't know if it's his grandmama's clothes or if it really shops at the thrift store in the old woman's department. I don't know. But I know old woman's clothes when I see them. And I smell that faint scent of mothballs on the tranny's clothes. I smell it. And that is not Chanel number 5. That is mothballs. And let me tell you something else I can't stand about the tranny. It wears ballerina slipper shoes. I can't stand to see those shoes on the tranny's feet, those little bully feet. Oh my God. I want to set them on fire right then and there on the spot. I can't stand to see those fucking shoes. Does it have any more shoes? Oh my God. And see, if we get in a fight, that's the first thing I'm going to say. I'm going to talk about his shoes, okay? And, oh, excuse me. The tranny is real, real tall. So I'll have to reach up and fight. I'll have to reach up and knock it in the face. And that poses a potential problem. That's a disadvantage because with it being so tall, damn, it could just swing those tranny arms and knock me out. Let's be honest. A man is naturally physically stronger than a woman. And I don't think that's fair, because it wants to pose as a female. I think it should be held accountable, because that's a man. That's really a man in costume at the end of the day. But anyway, all of this political stuff in America allows these men to get away with posing as a woman. And when they fight a woman, they have an advantage. And I really don't think that's fair for a man to be bullying women on the job just because it wants to pretend to be a woman. And it's really jealous of me and other women on the job. Okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. He is really jealous of us real women on the job, and it wants to be a real woman, so it has to pretend. It has to just, be stuck with pretending. It's like walking around in a script. And it's not my fault, and I will not apologize because I was born a real woman. And it's jealous, 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 jealous because I'm what it wants to be. And it's a lot of that going on. It's a lot of that going around. And we need to address the pink elephant in the homosexual and transgender room. They are really jealous and they're disgruntled because we, real natural women, are what they aspire to be. And that's why they have so much vitriol against us. That's where it's coming from. All of that anger and frustration, and all that hostility, and all of that bullying. They are jealous. That's what it is. They are jealous, 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 jealous. And no matter how much makeup they buy, no matter how many wigs they put on their heads, no matter how many high heel shoes, lipstick, panties, blah, 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 you will never ever be what I naturally am. And I raise my woman flag and wave it high. And I am proud to walk in my real womanhood, and I will not apologize. And it just can't stand to see me walking around and just being a natural woman. And there it comes along pretend in its pretense state. And I don't fool with the tranny. I don't fool with it. I don't say good morning. How are you doing? I don't care how its day has been. I know it's been miserable, 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 miserable. And that's why it tries to take it out on me. And oh, let me tell you, yesterday I heard the tranny say it's always saying stuff at me. It uses the clique as a sounding board. But let's face it, most of these trannies, they need a group. They need an audience to be effective. They can't sit around and just say stuff in the air. They need somebody to bounce their words off of, right? So that's what the tranny does at my little job. And yesterday I heard the trainee say, "Oh, he was talking about me. He was talking about me. He said she needs to come off of that high horse." And I didn't even look over there. I didn't even look. I did not even look. And I said to myself, I ain't coming down off of nothing. If anything, your little tranny butt needs to climb up to meet me where I am. How about that? How about that? You challenge yourself to go higher. Okay? Elevate yourself, tranny. And I will not come down off of this high horse. I will not. If anything, I'm going to go higher. Okay? And I will not apologize. And he can call it cocky, arrogant, or whatever else he wants to call it. So anyway, if only the tranny knew what I had in my throat to tell it. It was sit this little tranny butt down somewhere and shut up, okay? Because you know how my mouth is set up, honey. You know, y'all know how my mouth is. And I'm trying to be on my best behavior, but the tranny just keeps on trying to provoke me. And then once it provokes me, you know what's next. And I step up to the plate and come to the occasion of things. It's gonna pretend to be a victim. They love to play the victim card, but they don't want to take accountability for their own actions. That's another problem that I have with them. I'm so sick of them. Am I the only one? And let me tell you what the tranny did recently. Hold on, y'all. I gotta blow my nose. Hold on. Mm. So let me tell you what the tranny did. Okay, and it was so hilarious to me. Let me tell you. Okay, so there has been trouble in the tranny clique. Okay, so the tranny, it has one friend. They really not friends. They just using each other. So one of the people in the group, she looks like she's Hawaiian or something. I don't know what she is, but she has that look, let me put it that way. And she has the most biggest raggedy teeth in her mouth. All of her teeth are fighting for position in her mouth. And some of them are missing. It's like a raggedy picket fence in her mouth. And okay, so they're friends. And then there's this other black girl. She's a reject. All of them are rejects. And the black girl, she's big and chunky and goofy looking. And she tries to be a bully too. And she has this big husky voice. Hell, for all I know, she probably was born a male too. I don't know. You know how it goes in these tranny streets. And she has some telltale signs that she might have been a man. Not only does she has a husky voice, she talk like this, and she has some hair, some little curly hair on her chin. And I'm like, wow. So you just gonna ignore the nair at the store nearest you? So you just not gonna use a razor to cut that off, huh? So you just gonna let your hormones just get the best of you? Okay, girl, well you do you. And then, oh, and I can't stand her. I can't stand her. She's so messy and she keeps eyeballing me. She wants it with me. And I act like I don't see her. I just walk past her like she does not exist, which she doesn't. And I got a feeling she wants to try me. She really wants to try me. And then there is the white girl, Paul White Trash. And I knew that wasn't gonna last because the white girl is so messy. She can't be trusted. She can't even trust herself. So, they had a falling out. You know, that's what happens amongst these clique groups, especially when all of them are weak to begin with and they don't even have a lot of integrity and solidarity amongst themselves. Ugh. And they fell out. So guess what? The white girl came to me yesterday and today, 2 days in a row. And now she wants to talk to me about the tranny and the other people in the clique. Oh, I love to see karma dripping off of her lips. I love it. It just does my heart good. I don't give a fuck about the tranny. I don't give a fuck about the other people in the clique. I just want to see karma dripping off of her lips. She's just wearing it like lip gloss. I love it. And it's bothering her the fact that they've fallen out, but she's pretending like it's not bothering her. It is bothering her because she done been talking about it 2 solid days. And I overheard the tranny this morning talking about her. So they just backstabbing each other. Just two-faced, two-faced, two-faced all the way around. And The tranny always is trying to validate itself. And I heard the tranny like, and this is the conversation every day, every day. And the tranny keep on saying that it has werewolf syndrome. Why won't anybody tell this person? Why won't anybody have the courage to tell them, no, you're not a werewolf, you're just an ugly motherfucker? Why won't anybody tell them that? And I heard the training has said this several times before. Oh, Beyonce, she ain't got nothing on me. I know I look good. Oh, like I said before, it's full of delusion and confusion. And I heard the trainer this morning, and this is a conversation all the time. He's asking the clique members, now tell me the truth. When you first met me, what was your first impression of me? What did you think I looked like? And they always telling them lies. Oh, you look good. I thought you looked good. You look better. I knew you wasn't from here. You look more pretty than most girls around here. And I'm like, ooh, where is that lightning bolt? Where is it? Where is it? I don't want to be nowhere around when it just tears your ass up. They keep lying to him. Why won't they tell him that he looks like Aunt Esther's nephew? Or Aunt Esther herself. That's what he looks like. And he has the most rough hair. And he's always talking like he looks so good and his hair is so fabulous and all this stuff. And he wears that hairstyle that I cannot stand when these black females wear that natural look. Oh my God, I saw one at the bus stop yesterday, and I started to do a live stream right then and there to show y'all that hairstyle. But the bus had came and she left, and I didn't have enough time to do it. But let me describe the hairstyle. This is the same hairstyle that the tranny wears. I cannot stand this hairstyle. You know, when they have like a little afro or some little flyaway hair, and they get that little clip. It's I guess some hair combs or some clips, and they'll push it up and just have like a little puff, like a little puff right there. Damn it to hell. I cannot stand that fucking hairstyle. And I just want to just pick their whole head up and put it in the trash can. And when I see that hairstyle, I cannot stand it. And I see a lot of black females wearing that hairstyle. And if any of y'all wear that hairstyle in the chat, anybody that's looking at my video and you're subscribed to me and you wear that hairstyle, no offense, I'm just being honest. We like what we like, right? And we don't like what we don't like. I cannot stand that hairstyle. I hate it, hate it, hate it. But anyway, that's the way that the tranny wears his hair. And it is so ugly. And I'm like, where is your wig? Most trannies wear wigs. And oh my God, he looks a mess. And I am so sick of him in them ballerina slipper shoes. Oh my God. Why does it wear them fucking ballerina shoes? I cannot stand. Now let me say this. I do like ballerina shoes. I have had a pair myself. I have been a ballerina in my head when I was a little girl. I like ballerina shoes. No offense to the ballerina shoes. It's the fact that they're on the tranny's feet. And the tranny is a bully. And they don't look good on his feet. He's a tall motherfucker and he looks a mess. That's the problem with the ballerina shoes. Okay? And the bitch will never, ever, ever be a ballerina. Okay? The big bully bitch will never be a ballerina. He's a bully. And bullies should not wear ballerina shoes. It's such an offense to the ballerinas of the world. Okay? So that's the problem that I have with the tranny wearing the ballerina shoes. I need this bitch to wear some combat boots, okay? Big bully motherfucker. That's what I need his big bully transgender ass to wear on his feet. I need him to wear some combat boots. That's what I want him to wear. It's so befitting. Don't y'all agree? And he just refuses to admit that he was born a male. He keeps excuse me. This is upsetting me. It really is. This is really upsetting me. The fact that he keeps lying and saying that he was born with werewolf syndrome. I'd just rather him just say that he was born a werewolf. Because he could pass as one. He could easily pass as one. But I have never heard anybody say that they have werewolf syndrome. Bitch, you're just an ugly motherfucker, okay? That's just the bottom line. Why won't anybody tell him that? You have ugly motherfucker syndrome. That's it. That's all. And see, this is the problem that I have with these people who won't tell the truth. Tell your friends the truth, even if it's gonna hurt them. Okay? Tell your friends the truth. Tell them the truth. And let me tell you, let me tell you about this other girl. Now, I don't think she's a bully. I don't think she's two-faced, but she just does and says too much at the job. As it relates to the supervisor and the manager, you know, a lot of these people on these jobs, they be trying to kiss up and get some trinkets and treats and advances. And sometimes that can be at my expense, you know, such as the case with this girl today. She's real, real nice, real, real sweet, but she be saying too much. You know, you can say too much. And she just running her mouth to the supervisor. And I'm like, will you shut the fuck up? You're saying too much. Just like this other girl. You know, you can't do a lot of shit with shitty people. And the other day, somebody had given us some favor, right? And the white girl who fell out with the tranny, there she is running her mouth. And me and her was together when a certain person gave us some favor that they didn't have to do, you know, and they could have gotten in trouble had somebody else known about it. And there she is, the first chance she got, running her mouth. And that's how a lot of people just they don't get blessed because some people just can't stand to get blessed. And when you run your mouth when somebody bless you, you don't need to be around people that run their mouth. You know, just shut the fuck up. And she's just a shitty person. And that's why I say you can't do a lot of shit around shitty people, you know. And this one other girl, now she's pregnant with a whole fetus in her belly. She's an unfit bitch. She's an unfit bitch, and she's always talking about her kids, her kids, her son, her son, her son. But guess what? She don't even have custody of them motherfuckers. And I want to tell her, bitch, why do you keep on bragging about your kids when you don't even have them? And if there was all of this and all of that, you would be with them, right? And she is so nosy. She's always trying to see what I'm doing so she can run and snitch and tell on me. I'm so sick of this bitch. And I'm trying to figure out if she's watching me so she can get some pointers on how to be a better woman or what. What is the end game to this? And I'm so sick and tired of looking at her and she looking at me. If only she would look for a dentist the way she looks for me, she gets some old rotten ass teeth. And yesterday, the supervisor was asking if we wanted these cupcakes. And she's a freeloading bitch. She loves to get shit for free. And it would be so easy to poison her greedy ass. And she's always eating snacks and sugary stuff. That's how her fucking teeth fell out. Or maybe she sucked some awful contaminated dick. And she's always bragging boyfriend. But I bet he ain't bragging about her. He won't even come pick her up and give her a fucking ride. She always got to bum a ride or catch the bus. And that looks real bad on a pregnant mama. No offense to the pregnant mamas who are catching the bus. I'm just saying, if you're going to brag on the man, he ought to at least have a fucking car and the incentive to come pick your bum ass up after he done fuck you in the jaw and got you pregnant with a whole fetus, okay? So anyway, I wish she would look for a dentist the same way that she looks for me. I'm so sick of her looking for me and watching everything I do. I'm so sick of her. And she looks like an elderly gremlin. Every time I turn around, I'm looking at that elderly gremlin looking in my face and watching me and following me all over the place. I need a break from her. I need a break from her. I really, really do. But let's get back to talking about these other awful motherfuckers on the job. Okay, we got two Teresas on the job. Really three. But let me tell y'all about these two right now. Okay, so this one Teresa, I have given her two bus passes. I didn't have to get a bitch a bus pass, and I done gave her some cash too when she needed some lunch. All them dicks that she stays sucking and fucking, they can't give her a bus pass. They can't give her some lunch. Ugh. But anyway, I was nice enough to give her at least two bus passes and some money for lunch. Then she gonna turn around last week and I caught her talking about me like a dog to this other girl, Teresa, on the job. And I'm like, really? Really? And then she turns around and talk about that girl telling me her personal business, violating her HIPAA rights. She told me, honestly, I'm not lying to y'all. She told me that the girl has AIDS, full blown AIDS. And I believe her because somebody else told me the same thing. And she is a horrible representation AIDS poster child. She looks so nasty and gross. And in my mind, I'm gonna okay. This may sound stupid, excuse me, but in my mind, I know just like cancer, AIDS doesn't have a certain look. But I know this is gonna sound so ignorant what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. But in my mind, I usually think when a person has AIDS, they're skinny and scrawny and all this, and this bitch is fat as fuck and big and nasty and sloppy. And I'm like, what kind of cocktail are you swallowing? So anyway, this girl that's supposed to have AIDS, she got a boyfriend. This is what I'm not understanding. These people that get AIDS and HIV, they got a boyfriend and a girlfriend. At this point, when you get AIDS, I think everything ought to stop. Even if the other person has AIDS or HIV, what the fuck are they finding attractive in the other person that has AIDS if you don't have it? I'm not understanding this. And then this girl that has the AIDS, she came to work this morning. Her head was nappy as fuck, and she looks a mess. And her and the boyfriend, he came and dropped her off, and they're hugging. And he's not ugly, but he ain't good looking either. He certainly is not my type. But I'm just amazed that he finds her attractive. And I'm trying to figure out how are they fucking? How? I cannot imagine her in my wildest imagination fucking. She just does not look fuckable at all. And yesterday I caught her blowing. She's such a nasty bitch. Do you know this is a grown woman, and I have caught her, and several other people have too, and other people want to be her friend. They are her friend. And how can you be friends with a big, overgrown, nasty bitch who blows boogers? Yes, this is too much information, but this overgrown, nasty bitch who has AIDS, she'll sit around and in the break room at the table and blow boogers like this. And I'm like, who does that? Who raised you, nasty bitch? Who raised you? And that's something that's real gross to sit around at the table. And I see people doing this, mostly white men in restaurants, and blowing boogers. They'll blow their nose. That is so nasty. Why not excuse yourself? Go outside or go to the bathroom. You should not sit at the table where other people are eating and blow your nose. Girl, she won't even use tissue. She uses her hand and she'll push this side of her nostril. Oh my God, that is so elementary, right? She'll push that side and blow like that. And yesterday she was sitting right by the coffee machine and the cups. Thank God I don't drink that coffee or use those cups. Thank God. And why do some people act like they're so crazy about coffee, drinking coffee night and day and night? I think they got some crack in their coffee. Because some people act like they just can't get enough of coffee. But anyway, I feel so horrible for the people that drink coffee and use those cups because they may have some boogers or booger residue on those cups in the coffee machine overall. That big nasty bitch was sitting right there blowing boogers. Right there. And I've seen her do it before. And one day, oh my gosh, she was standing behind me and doing it. And I looked around, I'm like, what the fuck? What the entire fuck is going on? And I said to myself, if this big, nasty, raggedy, awful bitch blows these boogers on me, I'm gonna bust her ass. I don't play those kind of games. And how does she have a boyfriend? How? That lets you know that some guys don't have zero standards at all. But anyway, excuse me. Anyway, she's an awful bitch. But her and the other Teresa, I heard about it today. I had laughed yesterday, and today somebody told me that both of them got into a fight yesterday. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. But see, that's what they get for being two-faced against each other. And then they want to be friends. And I was like, what do they have in common? Because the one Teresa who is kind of friends with me, I really don't consider her a friend because you can't trust some of these people. And she's one of them. I can't trust her, but I'll be civil with her, towards her. But I don't consider her a friend. But I knew that wasn't gonna last because they are two different people and they don't have nothing in common. So I'm thinking they probably just using each other to get whatever they could get. And yesterday they had a falling out and they got into a little physical fight. And I'm like, wow, that Two-Face has reached the surface. So anyway, I don't know if they'll repair their relationship or if they'll just stay busted up. But anyway, it is what it is. But oh, excuse me. There's another hold on. There's another Teresa at the job. I can't stand her. She's a middle-aged hellcat. Every day she has some type of gripe, some type of hell to raise. I'm so sick of her. And she keeps on saying that somebody is doing a switcheroo on her phone charger. And I'm like, a switcheroo? What are you talking about? She just wants somebody to get her another charger because she don't probably have enough money or she's too cheap to get her on. But she keeps on saying, and she accuses other girl of doing a switcheroo on her charger. And she was trying to bait the girl into a fight, and the girl would not play into all that foolishness. I don't blame her. And she keeps on eyeballing me. She wants to get some shit started with me, but I'm not fooling with that Hellcat, that middle-aged Hellcat. And yesterday, she's another one. She keeps looking for me. Every day, she be looking around the room, looking for me. And yesterday, I made sure to sit away from her. And guess what she did? She made her way around the room and used somebody else as a pawn. She wasn't thinking about that other girl, but she used her as a pawn to sit next to me and talk all that shit and trying to bait me into get into a verbal altercation with her. But she makes me sick. She makes me sick. And she's another bully. She's another bully. And a lot of these bullies, like her, they just haven't met their match. That's what it is. They haven't met their match. And that's why they have lingered and gone as long as they have. And she probably has been a bully all of her life. And she likes to brag about her kids. And I said, I bet you raised them to be a bully too. And it's very dangerous to be a bully in this day and age because people ain't fighting with their fists. They are shooting and cutting your fucking neck. You know, it just doesn't pay to be a bully in 2019. I thought that was old fashioned, but a lot of people are still wanting to be a bully. Just look here on YouTube. We got a lot of bullies right here on YouTube. Just like that bully, that suspected disgruntled tranny who keeps making videos about me and wanting some attention from me, and I will not give him any attention. And that's what it's all about. He wants my attention, and I could care less about his tranny, suspected tranny, ugly ass. I bet he's ugly, 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 and horrible smelling too. But anyway, do y'all know? I want to talk about somebody else. Do y'all know this guy who I've been seeing at the bus terminal? He has the most awful looking mouth. There's a difference between a mouth, Mouth, and a mouth, Mouth. He has a mouth, Mouth. And he drinks out of this, those big cooler things that you can get at the gas station or Walmart and put ice water in it or whatever beverage of your choice happens to be. Oh my God, he is so thirsty like a camel. He's always drinking, and his bottom lips it's almost covering the whole the whole bottom of the thing. And I mean, it's like a whole event watching him drink out of that thing. And I want to tell him so bad, you have the biggest lips that look like a leather sofa, an old fashioned leather sofa. But that would hurt his feelings, and he may want to fight me. So I don't want to risk getting the hell knocked out of me. So I just admire all of that from afar. It's just like watching an event. All I need is my popcorn and something to drink. His mouth looks so awful. But you know what? This has become common nowadays. We got a lot of awful looking mouths out here in these streets. And oh my God, they're doing so many awful things with their mouth and their lips and their tongue and their teeth. Oh, you could not pay me $1 million to kiss these awful mouth motherfuckers. But anyway, there's always someone signing up to kiss them. So there's no shortage in that department. It just won't be me. So, whew. But anyway, what can we do about these bullies and these two-faced motherfuckers? Just avoid them. We can avoid them if we can. What else can we do? Deal with them from a distance if we can. Make the conversation short if we can. Be firm and unapologetic about your level of confidence and swag. If it comes to that, because that's what it is. They're jealous of your level of confidence and your swag and and the favor on your life. And we can always flip the script and feed them false information on purpose. The ones that like to gossip and spread rumors to get them all riled up and tangled up. Set a trap for the asses for them and give them something to talk about and push back. Just push back on them awful motherfuckers. Use their words back on them at the right moment. And you'll know when the right moment is. And guess what else we can do? We can beat them up. And there's two ways to beat them up. You can beat them up with your words, which is way worse because the words, especially when it's true words that you're saying to them and about them, it rings in their head and they can't get away from that. When it's ringing in their head and it's true what you're saying about them, they go to bed with it. They wake up with it. And that's what makes them so mad. That's what makes them so mad. Oh, you can. It's worse when you can beat them up with their words, with words. That's why a lot of them get so mad at me here on YouTube because the motherfucking words are a motherfucker to deal with. You know, I think the words are worse than a motherfucking fist. It's worse because it stays in their fucking head and it tortures them. So those are ways that we can beat them up, either with words or a fist. So before I leave, you guys, let me tell y'all something I started to tell you in the beginning. I saw something so stupid on Instagram. You know, I always see something stupid on Instagram. If you ever want to see something stupid, just go on Instagram. That's all you gotta do. And um, hold on, hold on, hold on. Um, I gotta tell y'all something, but I'm not gonna tell you right now. One of the bullies. It's something that one of the bullies is doing. But until I get some concrete proof of what they're doing and find a way to beat this motherfucking bully at his game, I'm gonna keep it right here. What's going on right now? And the bully's gonna get caught up. The bully, oh, excuse me, the bully is so obsessed with me. Oh, that bully is so obsessed with me. Let me plug my charger up. Let me plug my fucking charger up and finish telling y'all this. Hold on. Hold on. Ooh. Hold on. I gotta get over here to get close. Oh, my fucking back. Oh, my fucking back is hurting. I think I have a touch of the flu, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You know, riding this fucking bus is only cross contaminating me as it relates to these colds and flu germs because there's so many germs on that fucking bus. It's so many germs on the bus and and out here in these public streets, period. Library, all of it is full of germs. So I have to be subjected to all of this. But anyway, what was I saying? Does anybody remember what I was saying? Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the bully bitch, the bully, the YouTube bully. It's something that's going on right now that the bully on YouTube is doing, and they're gonna get caught up. Oh, they're gonna get caught up so bad. And I'm not gonna interrupt the bully, the YouTube bully. I'm gonna just let them go ahead and dig that hole for itself. The more evidence to incriminate itself, the better. You know, I'm not gonna interrupt that fool. And that's the way that we have to do with these fools. Just let a fool be a fool. You know, he or she is gonna help itself out. You know, that's making it light on me and the prosecutors and the lawyer. Blah 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 blah. You know, you're making it light on us. Okay, so that is help, and I'm not gonna get in the way of help. Okay, so moving right along, let me tell y'all about. And in the meantime, honey, I am protecting myself, and I'm not gonna tell you what I'm doing, but trust me, trust me. If this coward bully, because most of them are cowards, if the coward bully tries to pull up, I'm gonna protect myself, and that's the end of it. That's the end of it. That's the end of it. And it is what it is. So moving right along, let me tell y'all the stupid thing that I saw on Instagram. You know, I'm always saying something stupid on Instagram. And let me say this before I say that. You know, ugh, oh, I have to get all this stuff. I'm leaking in my throat when I cough, all that shit coming out of my throat. Ooh, thank God it's not calm. You know, it always could be calm. What about the people, the girls especially, when you're sucking dick and you got all that calm coming out of your throat, and I see a lot of them going to the bathroom coughing and hacking, and God, and when they get all that calm in their throat, that's why suck dick, I would not swallow. But y'all don't let a lot of these guys convince you and trick you into swallowing them dead babies. But anyway, when you got a cough and you got all that phlegm coming up out of your throat, oh, that must be a doozy. That must be something to deal with. But thank God I only have all of that to deal with, and that's enough for me. But anyway, I saw this girl on Instagram post this bullshit earlier, and it was like a meme, and it said, "Get a single dad. They have the best dick and hearts, and their tongue game is fire." I'm pretty sure I didn't see the picture of the girl, and you know how you subscribe and follow these random pages, and I'm not really familiar with this girl. And if I was interested enough, I could probably go back and look through her post and find a picture of her. But I don't care. You know, a fool is a fool is a fool. And I tried to resist saying anything, posting my opinion about this. But, you know, the wiser woman in me got the best of me. And so I decided to post a response. And I said, in my comment, I said, but what about the money, power, and respect, sis? You know, a lot of them like to use that sis. I can't stand when a woman is talking to another woman and they use, especially black women, and they use that sis. Ugh, I can't stand sis. But anyway, I was being facetious, so I did use sis. And I said I can't eat dick in his heart, and I can't be elevated or empowered by his dick in his heart either. So she responded and said, him being a single father says a lot about his character, loyalty, and consistency. Oh, listen at that fool, that cum dumpster. Listen at that cum dumpster. So I said, or it may say a lot about him finding a cheaper way as it relates to child support. you know? But anyway, these cum dumpsters, these bullies, and these two-faced folk, they're not gonna worry me. Y'all can let them worry y'all, but I'm not gonna let them worry me. I just thank God I'm not one of the three, you know? And we should just use them as an example to themselves higher in a more advanced frequency every day. Don't be a cum dumpster. Don't be two-faced. Don't be a bully. And most certainly don't be a fool. And if you would like to donate to my platform, you can do so by super chat, or I don't think I have the super chat activated on this page, maybe my other channel. But you can also do PayPal, donate through PayPal. My PayPal is pay.me/Karma Kaboom. And I also have Cash App. My Cash App is $Karma Kaboom. We're going to be doing so many fabulous things this year, 2019. God says the same. on my channel. And I will talk to you all later, real soon. Holla at your girl. Peace.